Lights, trains, a whole lot of plants, of course, plus lots of other things. The annual Krohn Conservatory Holiday Show opens tomorrow morning. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch joins us live with a preview. Hi, Jeff.
Good evening. Krohn Conservatory is celebrating its 85th anniversary this year. Some of the things in the holiday show will be new, others are old favorites.
So this is our holiday show, and the trains are tradition for us now.
If you have trains, of course, you have to have train stations and plenty of other structures, which when you look at them, you kind of wonder, how do they do that?
We call them botanical architecture. A lot of the ones that are in our display are Cincinnati buildings that they've built for us specifically.
They are a local company called Applied Imagination, which designs and puts together shows like this. And this year, the new structures include things like the Statue of Liberty, the Lodge at Yellowstone Park, and Mount Rushmore.
We're doing the National Park series of buildings that were created for the 100th anniversary of the national parks.
Now, I do need to tell you something about Mount Rushmore that you may not have known. The bark is worse than the bite. Seeing iconic Cincinnati structures in the midst of Krohn Conservatory plants, buildings like Procter & Gamble, and the suspension bridge, okay, this one has trains, but it's still the suspension bridge, is a Cincinnati lesson, present and past.
Some of them are historical structures that those particular structures are no longer in Cincinnati, like some of the Mount Adams building, the Mount Adams incline. And then we also have the Great American building with the big tiara on the top.
The show is called A Crystal Holiday. You come for the sparkle, the cool buildings, and maybe learn a bit about nature in the process.
In a sense, it's sort of stealth programming when the kids say, well, what is that all over? What is that bark that's all over that structure there? Or look at those little pine cones, and maybe an appreciation, a greater appreciation for nature as a whole once you come through here for your Cincinnati holiday tradition.
Now, some things won't show up until the show opens tomorrow. There's going to be a Krohn Conservatory replica inside Krohn Conservatory, and there's going to be an Old Faithful geyser, which actually works. Now, as I said, this is the 85th anniversary of Krohn Conservatory, which means it opened in 1933. Quick trivia question, what other iconic Cincinnati building opened in 1933? Union Terminal. It all comes back to the trains, at least it does for me. Live at Krohn Conservatory, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News, back to you.
Well, I know you're a train fan. Do the trains appeal to you? I mean, do they look real, act real?
They're very cool. A lot of them are European-style trains, and it's also, these are garden railways, which are things that people actually put outside in their yards, sculpture and landscaping, and these are bigger than your standard electric trains. It's not the same thing you see at the holiday show at the Duke Energy trains. Yeah. These trains are a little bigger.
That's what I was looking for. Jeff, thanks very
trains,
much.
So I like them. Yeah.
Well, if you like them, we'll like them. The holiday show opens tomorrow at 10. It runs through January 6th. It's $7 for adults, $4 for children, and if you're 5 or under, it's free.
He does like his trains, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he travels on them.
He's excited like a little kid. It's fun.